All right, we are live and direct, coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Texas, and Pennsylvania. I think we stretched from the west coast to the east down to the south, and I'm pretty sure we got some people up north as well. Again, hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steve Rachel, coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Got my wife right here as well. Also got some of our top leaders here in our organization, Self-Made Empire. We have Candace Bird Davis coming out of Pennsylvania, right outside of what's the town? Is it Salem, Pennsylvania?
It's New Salem, Pennsylvania, which
New
is
Salem.
probably about 25 miles south of Pittsburgh.
New Salem. That's right. That's right. Hey guys, let me tell you a little bit about Candace. Candace, man, this. Let me tell you something. Where do I begin? Candace Bird Davis and her husband and her team, actually, her and Kyron, they lead up the Legacy Empire, and these guys are really doing some crazy things online, some crazy things offline. They're just doing some crazy things in business, taking over, just trying to take over, and so they've been really doing some amazing things since they've been involved with Wake Up Now. I guess it's going on what, a little bit over 3 months now.
March 6th, I believe, was my initiation date. So I'm just getting ready to hit the 3-month mark, I guess.
Wow, boy, we've been, you know what, everybody talking about this 90-day grind. We've been doing this 90-day grind since day one. We already been on the grind, so that's funny. But hey, welcome aboard. Glad you can join the webinar today. We also got Kyron Wheeler coming out of Dallas, Texas, or DeSoto, Texas. And what's going on, Kyron?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just over here, just ready to hit this 90 and 90, get this 90K in 90 days, man. Ready to keep the grind going.
I know. But hey, guys, let me tell you a little bit about Kyron, man. Just true professional, doing some big things there in Texas. They do everything big in Texas. So they're doing some big things. Just kicking butt, taking names, and really been able to do it. Been doing it ever since day one. Real good attitude. Bringing a lot of people on board. Really training and everything. So I'm just really, my wife and I, we're really just blessed actually to be associated with such professionals in business. So what we're going to do, so I really appreciate you guys and everything that you do, just for the team, and all the effort that you guys put forth with this Wake Up Now business, with this Wake Up Now thing that everybody's talking about. So we really appreciate it, and we know that you guys are going to be doing some amazing things. You're already doing some big things, and just really expect a lot even more here over the next 6 months. So again, appreciate that. Just wanted to say that. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. Again, so we're gonna change it up a little bit today. We've been doing these webinars, man, since like the beginning of February, and we've gotten a lot of people that have registered. Thousands upon thousands of people have come through this webinar. And we've helped a lot of people. We've actually built this webinar. What you're looking at, guys, is how we actually built this organization from pretty much since the beginning, with Wake Up Now. So, but what I wanted to do today, normally we do a presentation, PowerPoint and everything, but we kind of wanted to do something a little bit different to kind of keep it a little bit more personal. And so what we're going to do today, you're going to get an opportunity to hear our stories on how we all got started, and what we've been able to do since we've been involved in Wake Up Now, and really what our plans are in the future. So so basically, how we got started, what we've been able to do, and what our plans are for the future with Wake Up Now. So I guess I'll start with me and my wife here. My wife, of course, she's online, but she's doing some things. We got some big things coming, so she's kind of in the lab right now, so she's kind of multitasking. So you'll see her there, but she's actually listening, but she's actually working on some things at the same time. We came across this opportunity, Wake Up Now, originally back in, I want to say it was early March, the first part of March of 2013. A friend of mine by the name Mr. Gregory Pedrill, a lot of you guys know him as Cash is King. One of the top young entrepreneurs in the U.S. actually, and it's really been doing some big things over the last several years online. And we kind of built a relationship in a prior business opportunity that we were a part of. And so he kind of knew, I knew him, he knows me, so we've done a lot of work together. And one day, I get an email, and it's saying, Steve, hey, we got some big things. We're about to change up the game. I'm going to send you some information. Stay tuned. So I'm thinking in my mind, and knowing Greg, I know he's not going to really do anything that doesn't make any sense. So I was kind of curious about what he was going to say. So I guess about maybe a day or so later, he hit me up. He said, hey, I got that information. You ready? That's just how he does. You ready? I'm like, man, just send me the link. So he sent me the link, and I got on it, and I looked at it, and I thought it was interesting. I went to the website and everything. It was Wake Up Now. I don't think I had ever really heard of it in detail. I think I might have seen it along the way somewhere, online somewhere. But I looked at the information, and my wife and I, we were already pretty busy doing a lot of other things, and I looked at it, and I was like, nah, I don't think it's really for me. I thought it was some good information. I thought it was some good products. I didn't really research it, but I thought he was going to send me something different. That's really, honestly, that's really what it was. I thought he was going to send me something different. And so when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it seems pretty cool. It looks like a pretty cool company. Pretty cool services and everything. But my wife and I, we were pretty busy, so we kind of looked at it for about 15 minutes, guys. And we said, I don't think it's for us. We're going to continue to do what we're already doing. So months went by. That was early March 2013. A couple months later, I get another email or another message on Facebook, and he said, "Hey man, did you get a chance to take if you ever took a serious look at it yet?" I said, "Well, I looked at a little bit of it, but we kind of busy doing some other things. I'll take a look at it again later on or whatever." And I saw them doing some promotion, but I really didn't see a whole lot of stuff going on just yet. And I think it was around, that was March, April, May, around late May, early June. I started seeing a lot of people talking about this Wake Up Now thing, $600 a month. Everybody's talking about earning $600 a month. And I'm just watching. I'm just standing back watching, right, while I'm doing my other stuff and doing my other businesses. And I guess around time went on, so I guess around, it was about August, September, he hit us up again. I said, you know what? And I start seeing videos and pictures and status updates from a lot of different people saying they were earning $600 a month, they were earning $1,000 a month, they were earning a couple $1,000s a month. And it was very interesting. So we actually signed up then, but we didn't do anything with it. We got in just to get in position. We were still kind of working on some other projects, and that kind of took up most of our time. And time went on. I think it was late December. We didn't even really do any promotion, so I think I had paid another $99.95, which you're going to find out a little bit about that when we're talking about it. To join Wake Up Now is $99.95 a month, gives you access to all these great benefits and services, right? I mean, great stuff. And I got charged another $99.95, and my wife was like, "Hey, so are we going to do anything with Wake Up Now?" And again, I probably hadn't even logged in like, I don't know. This is like December. I probably hadn't even logged in since September when I joined. I mean, true story, guys. True story. So I said, I don't know, babe. I said, you know what? Go ahead and cancel it. I'm going to go ahead and cancel because I'm not even really doing anything with it. I said, we got so much other stuff going on. And so I just canceled the membership. And then I guess around late January, early February, it was just pandemonium. I mean, I saw Greg and Eric and a lot of other top guys that I know personally really making some crazy amounts of income. I mean, I was like, wow. And so my wife and I, we were trying to figure out something new for 2014. We wanted to kind of do something different than what we did last year. So we were looking for a different company that we can promote, because a lot of things that we did last year were more affiliate-based programs. They weren't really a traditional network marketing company. So we wanted to do something like in a real MLM business. And so we started looking at all these different businesses, guys, and I was like, man, I don't know, because most of the people that we brought into a lot of affiliate businesses last year, a lot of them really didn't make any money. And so we wanted to find something that we felt that a lot of people could make money that we bring in. So we looked at this company, we looked at that company, and guys, I'm telling you, we had did like a train. This is how I went down. I'm gonna break it down for you today. We had did a training, right? A Saturday training for a video course that I have, and I had got another, I think a week prior to that, I had got a message from Greg telling me that, hey, I would be making this amount of money if I would just activate my account and start building it. So that was in the back of my mind. So what we did after that training call that we did, my wife and I, we took the next 2 hours and we dissected a lot of different companies that we thought that we wanted to do. And when we did that, we had Wake Up Now, we had this company. I'm not going to mention the names. We had this company, we had Wake Up Now, we had this other company, and I kind of did scenarios. Okay, if I had 100 people in this company, right? Because I know we can bring in a lot of people. So if I had 100 people in this company, how much residual income would I be earning, and how easy would it be for them to do the same? So we looked at that scenario, then we looked at this scenario in this company. We looked at this scenario and Wake Up Now, guys, and when we compared all, I think it was like 3 or 4 different businesses, top companies out there that you've probably seen, we were like, Wake Up Now is winning in every scenario. So, needless to say, you know which one we chose. So from that day, we said, hey, we're going to make a choice. Let's just go ahead and do this Wake Up Now thing. I don't know why I didn't see this in the beginning. I'm like, man, I just lost maybe $100,000 if I would have just got in and really went to work. So, man, I have nightmares about that. But anyway, moving on. We got in, we started promoting, and we made the decision, and here we are today. And so much has happened, and we've had a lot of people in our business really have a lot of success. We've had some success, but really, guys, what really makes us so excited is that we're really giving people a real opportunity to be successful, and giving them some great benefits, some great services, products that they have access to, and at a very valuable rate of $99.95. And again, we normally talk a lot about the details and everything, guys. We got plenty of information, plenty of videos out there that break it all down. Just, go online. You can type in Self-Made Empire, and you'll see tons of webinars that we've done that'll break down all the details. On this webinar, we just want to kind of give you the real on what we saw and how it's really changed our life, guys. Because, we were like, man, if we could just find something that we know that a lot of people can do, and we've never had this amount of people earning $600 or more a month in residual income. In a business before. We've never had this before. We've never done this. Typically, all of last year, we were just so used to, my wife and I just mainly making most of the income. I mean, we would go to conferences and conventions, and it would just be us. Would be nobody else with us. I'm like, it ain't no fun if your friends aren't with you. I mean, you want to have your family, friends, and everything. We've been able to help a lot of our family and a lot of our friends. We've been able to create a lot of new relationships with a lot of people through Wake Up Now, and so it's just been a real big exciting journey, and I'm really looking forward to the next 6 months and what this opportunity is going to bring, not just for my family, but also for a lot of the families that are part of SME. And so if you're a guest, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. If you're in the business now and you're you're new, or maybe you've been in for a while, I'm telling you guys, what they got planned is they are definitely shaking up the industry. There are a lot of eyeballs on Wake Up Now, guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is real. There are a lot of eyeballs, and there are a lot of companies saying, "Hey, we got to go back and change our compensation plan because they just taking all our people. We got to do something." Everybody's got their eyeballs on Wake Up Now, and it's all because of the amount of people that it's helping. So I don't want to take up all the time, guys. I want to go pass it over to one of the other leaders and let them share their story as well. Hey, Kyron, how did you? I guess we'll start with you. What was how did you guys? I mean, how did you get started, and what's been going on, and what do you see? Where do you see the future of your business as well? We love to hear your story as well.
Oh man, Steve, it's a lot to tell, a long story, but we're gonna keep it short. But I saw the opportunity even before I met Candace. I saw the opportunity before as well, actually from Greg as well, because I follow him from his previous company, and I was one of those skeptical people. Like I see him making money in his old company, not Wake Up Now. I'm like, man, do I want to join? Just have that skeptical mindset. I always been, a person that wanted to own his own business and different things like that. But I'm a husband. I'm a father as well, so I got to make sure I provide, and I had to put all that on the back burner for a little while. So, but it's just I saw the opportunity from a lot of people just like you did, and seeing it all over Facebook, all on YouTube, and different things like that, and it just made sense to me. And then I met up with Candace in a previous program that we was in, and a couple of our teammates, and we did pretty good with that, and we just decided to move on and do something better, because Wake Up Now to me was a no-brainer. It's easier to make money. You don't have to sell anything. All you do is share the information to people, and that's one of the main things I liked about Wake Up Now. And like I said, it's a no-brainer, because the products and services that we offer, it's what people need. We offer some of the things that they want, but majority of the products and services is what people need. The finance, how to get out of debt, how to save money, how to manage their money. We all need to do that in this day and age. The economy, the recession, and everything is making it hard for a lot of us out here in the world right now. So, for extra $600, $1,000, $2,500, whatever it may be that you want to add to your additional income, I mean, it's possible with Wake Up Now, because, like I say, you don't have to sell anything. All you do is share. So that was a no-brainer to me, because I personally needed to manage my finances better. Like I said, I'm 28, so I like to get out there and just spend a whole bunch of money here and there, impulsive buyer or whatnot. But also get out of debt, because I want to be able to buy a house. We just started college fund, which is one of my dreams. Started college fund for all three of my children just recently. So thanks to Wake Up Now, so I mean that's my main story. I want to do it for my family. I want to provide a better life and be able to travel and have fun, man. Just have fun with the family and watch my kids grow. I don't want to have to continue to be a store manager like I was and work 60 plus hours a week and not be able to see my kids. And I get home, they sleep. I wake up, they gone, because I don't wake them up because I have to be at work for that night, So, just want to spend time with them, and where I see myself and our team and our business in the future, man, it's just going to be tremendous growth, because a lot of people are opening their eyes right now to see that this is not like your average MLM company, not like your average network marketing company or anything like that. This is something that we actually can use and benefit from it, whether we make money or not, so I see us in the future, man, just killing it, spreading the word across the world, man, global company, so that's my spiel for now.
Hey, Kyron, I mean, I definitely believe you as well, and I'm with you 110%, because I know it's definitely going global. It's going global now, because we're already popping up in different countries, and eventually we're going to really be around the globe, and it's not just going to be a North American business. It's going to be a global business, and you'll be able to bring in a lot more people and really share the vision of what Wake Up Now is all about. I mean, it just all speaks for itself. I mean, we got a lot of things going on, and I'm just excited to even be a part of it. So, everything that you said, I'm telling you, is really making a difference for everybody, that where it's important for them in their family. And again, and there's so much to offer. That's what's crazy, is that Wake Up Now offers so much stuff. If you like this, if you like that, if you don't like this, you don't have to use that. You can use this. There's something for everybody, and that's what's cool. That's what makes it gives it such a universal appeal, is because it has something that everybody can use, no matter what your interest is. You can use and save money, manage money, and make money. So I'm just excited about that. So moving on. Candace, we'd love to hear your story.
Well, Steve, I got introduced to network marketing just last year. Actually, it was in September. A friend of mine, for those of you who haven't, touched base with me yet, I'm 32 years old. I live in the Pittsburgh area. I'm married with 2 kids. My prior history is an insurance agent. So I've had 13 years being an insurance agent for all the top companies. And in September, a friend of mine introduced to me the program that Kyron and I were last on, along with a couple of our other teammates. And in introducing network marketing to me, I was a little skeptical about it at first, and then I did my research, and at the time I found out that network marketing was like a $167 billion industry. And doing some research on it, I was like, during our economic decline, network marketing had an incline. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is kind of like a no-brainer. At the time, I was in the process of opening my own insurance agency. And, we were doing pretty well getting that moving and getting, through all the red tape with the licensing and everything. So that was all a go. And she introduced to me the company that we had worked on previously. And I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. So we gave it a shot. And, pretty quickly, we were very successful in the company. But I got introduced to Wake Up Now at that time as well, because we had had talks of joining Wake Up Now as a team and merging over together at that time. And, we didn't do it. One thing led to another. Kyron and I decided to branch off into Wake Up Now. But before we did that, we did a lot of investigating, a lot of research. And I'll be honest, Steve, my husband is the one who actually found you on YouTube. And, we were looking at different teams to join and everything. And Javon brought me this video. He brought his phone to me, and he's like, look, you got to watch this guy. If we're joining Wake Up Now, this is the guy we got to join with. And I had an attitude at the time because, we're watching Wake Up Now videos nonstop at the point because, I wanted to make sure that we were selective. And I'm like, oh, here we go, another video. So, I watched the video. It was one of you guys' webinars. And soon as I got off of that video, I don't know if you remember this, but as soon as I got off the video, I think I instantly called you. And I left you a voicemail, and you, called me right back. And I kind of gave my spiel to you. And, from that point on, as soon as I got done talking to you, I hung up the phone, I called Javon, he was on his way to work, and I'm like, dude, listen, this guy's hot in Wake Up Now, and he answered my call. I was pumped that, I just got a call back because there were a couple people that we had talked to prior, and unfortunately we didn't get a call back. But after I talked to you, I was like, that's exactly who we're going with in Wake Up Now. So, of course, fast forward, we're in Wake Up Now, but guys, what I want to explain to you, my reason why for network marketing, they always say you have to have a why big enough to make you cry. The reason why I got into network marketing, of course, I was a successful insurance agent, making a good bit of money, and now I was venturing into opening my own office. So, of course, that was going to make some money as well. But I found myself still realizing that even though I had my own insurance office, I was still pretty much nailed down to a 9 to 5. I still had to go into the office 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock at least because, it was a scratch agency. We're just starting up. I had overhead. I had employees. And you know what? If employees call off, who's got to be there? And when 9 o'clock stops, I'm not that employee that just leaves everything on their desk and gets to go home. I'm the owner, so work follows me home. And after I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Network marketing, after doing my research since being in September, I'm like, that is seemed to me as the only way that I can break free of the 9 to 5. I have 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old now, and my baby, I call my baby Giovanni, he's going to be 5 on the 21st of this month. So it's like, I'm missing a lot. JJ plays baseball, basketball, football. He plays for 3 or 4 different basketball leagues, and so I was missing a lot. And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? My kids are more important. My family's more important. And I'll be honest with you guys, 10 years ago, my sister was murdered she was a victim of domestic violence, and about 2.5 years ago, my brother was murdered as well, and I realized life's too short, guys. And it's like I wanted to be able to spend time with my family, not be condemned to my own office, let alone somebody else who's telling me when I can go on break, when I can use the bathroom. If I request a day off, they look at me like I had 6 heads. On top of that, I didn't want to be condemned with that, but then I also wanted to be able to retire my husband. Ever since the day we married whenever I was young. We moved to the D.C. area. He was a police officer in D.C. And, we dealt with the 9/11 thing at the Pentagon, of course, we dealt with that. And then as well, they had the whole Beltway sniper situation going on. It was October of 2002. So my husband is actually, throwing the Kevlar, his bulletproof vest over my son's carryall while we're running in and out of the grocery store, pumping gas, crazy stuff, shutting down the highway to catch this sniper. I was sitting right in front of Bowie Middle School when the little boy I ran got shot by the sniper. I was on the way to my State Farm office at the time. So, you know, my husband has always put his life on the line. And when we decided to move back to our home area of Pittsburgh, he ended up going into the coal mine. So we always make this joke that, you know, he works 6 inches from hell. And it's like, you know, you always hear about the coal mine explosions and injuries. And it's like, guys, I'm now retired. I work from home. Wake Up Now is my 100% only business that I do. And we're having a lot of success with it. And, you know, I'm going to be on track to retire my husband too. So, you know, my why is because, you know, I realized life's too short. You know, I've lost a brother and I've lost a sister at very young ages. My sister was 20. My brother died on his 35th birthday. And they were both victims of crimes. And it's like, life's too short, guys. And, you know, I wanted to be here for my family. I wanted to enjoy my life with my family. My husband has crazy, dangerous jobs. And it's like, now it's time to retire him and bring him home. And sitting there investigating everything and looking into it, guys, the only way that I found that possible was with Wake Up Now. You know, we're able to work from home. It was a low investment, a $99.95 investment. And I wasn't selling anything, even though my history is sales. I wasn't selling anything. I was sharing the benefits and becoming a product of my benefits, guys. When you see some of these benefits in Wake Up Now, it, like Kyron said, it's a no-brainer. You know, it's not hard to build your business at all, as long as you're sharing it with the people that you know. And, you know, once they see the benefits of it, they jump right in. So I know I just kept dragging it along, but, you know, that's why I got into network marketing. You heard my why. And I mean, it's just an amazing opportunity, Steve. It really is. And I mean, it's changed my life in the 3 short months. And honestly, from somebody having no real network experience before, no network marketing experience before, to come into Wake Up Now and in less than 3 months be making, you know, a crazy amount of money, it's amazing. And for those of you who are getting in, you know, when you do get into Wake Up Now, the system is you bring 3 people, you're free. So, you know, Wake Up Now pays you a $100 a month profit, but now what happens is that $99.95 doesn't come out of your pocket, it comes out of your profit, so you have a free account. And then on top of that, when you build to your 12 team members, you're an F3, that's $600 a month, guys. Think about this. Foreclosures and repossessions can be avoided with as little as $600 a month. So, you know, that's just one of the first steps. That's not counting all these other scales of increases and promotions that you give yourself. And, you know, when you start hitting that Founder 5 and you're making $5,000 a month, tell me what CEO is going to give you a $60,000 a year raise. You know, if you walked up to your boss right now and you said, hey, I want a raise, what are you going to get? A quarter, 50 cents? Maybe if you're lucky, you're going to get $1. But it was just like, you know, I was tired of building my CEO's dream. It was time to build mine. And even though I had my own agency, that still wasn't my dream because I still wasn't with my kids. I still wasn't with my family. I was nailed down to something that I owned, yes. But even though I owned that, I didn't want that. So, you know, that's how I got to Wake Up Now. That's how I met Steve and Lanacia. And guys, I tell you, you know, they're absolutely phenomenal. When you talk about a team that's being run hardcore, gates wide open, doors blown off the hinges and everything, that's Steve and Lanacia. The training that they give to SME, just, I mean, foolproof, definitely. Fail-proof, definitely. As long as you're following the blueprint that they laid out for you, there's no reason why you can't be successful and Wake Up Now. So I'm going to quit chattering. I'm going to...
That's good stuff. I mean, you know, I'm just listening because all that stuff is important. I mean, I think a lot of times we tend to forget why we join a business and we're just chasing that paycheck. And I remember, because just listening to everything that you said, which is a powerful story. I mean, some things I didn't even know. I just learned some things this evening, you know, from you that I didn't know prior. And so I really appreciate you sharing. But I think it's really, it just goes to show that you got to really know your why when you're in a business, because that's going to keep you in. And a lot of people think that being a business owner is easy. There are going to be roadblocks no matter what you do. No matter what you're trying to do big, whether if you're trying to be a successful, you know, athlete, if you're trying to be a successful musician, if you're trying to be a successful entertainer, there's a price you're going to have to pay to get that. And same here with Wake Up Now. The cool thing is that the interesting thing is I don't have a good jump shot. I mean, it's decent, but it's not a LeBron James or MJ type of jump shot. So I don't know if I can really do that. But one thing that this opportunity allows anybody is that it levels the playing field for anybody to play in the game. You know, to make that type of income. And we got people that are making income like they're playing for some NBA team, or they're some big entertainer, or they're some big actress, or they're some big top executive. You know, we got a lot of people making CEO money in Wake Up Now. And the thing about it is that it really does show itself, because those people obviously had a very strong why. I know, I know for us, we've had our why even before Wake Up Now, and to kind of backtrack is that when I started this industry, long time ago. I don't want to tell me something years, but a while ago. And the thing is, when I think back on all those years of doing business, we learned a lot. We learned a lot. Got a lot of great training, and but it really took something really tragic in our family for me and my wife to really put it in gear. And a lot of you guys have heard me talk about this before. My mom, I'm going to get my mom on a webinar when she's over here one day and let you hear from her. But my mom actually suffered a stroke a few years ago, and it kind of just stopped all her income. So what I had to do, this is a little bit over a few years ago, going on almost 3 years ago now. And when your back is against the wall, a lot of times it seems like that's what it takes for people to really make things happen, to take action. And we always did things, but until that happened, it was more like we got to do something. It wasn't, oh, I would like to make more money, or I would like to have my own business. No, it was, no, we got to start our own business, and we got to make it work. It was, that was it, because my position at my job, there was no way for me to really just get an instant raise, like what Candace was talking about. There was no way for me to get that. I wasn't going to just get extra money. And because of my job, it eliminated me from getting a part-time job because I was in management. And so I was always at work all the time. So I couldn't really get a part-time job because I wouldn't know. And this industry, just like what Candace and Kyron was talking about, this industry, it allowed us to do some things prior to Wake Up Now. It allowed us to do some things to make some changes in our lifestyle. And let me tell you guys, what Candace said earlier about an extra $500-600 a month will keep people from going. These are real facts, guys, that will keep people from going bankrupt or foreclosed on, or maybe getting your car repossessed or getting evicted or whatever. An extra $500-600 a month can really change a person's lifestyle. So let me kind of give you a story behind that. When we first started having a little success in this industry, it was roughly about $600, a month. And what was interesting is that it was like every weekend we had like a little extra spending cash. Hey, you want to go out and eat? Let's go out and eat. Hey, you want to go? Hey, we need to get this. We need to get that. Or I need to get this fixed on the car. Or I need to get this taken care of. Guys, and it's funny, like even when you're starting to make a little money, it seems like something always comes up. But man, it feels so good that you got the money to pay for it. Guys, I'm telling you, that's what having your own business is. That's what Wake Up Now can provide you if you're serious. I mean, if you're really serious about this opportunity and you really go to work, because no matter what you do, you're going to have to go to work. And whether you say, well, Steve, this isn't for me, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get me a part-time job. Well, guess what? You're going to have to go to work. You're going to have to get up, get in your car, make sure you got gas, and go to work and clock in and do whatever the job tells you to do. You're going to have to go to work. Some of you might say, well, that sounds pretty good, but you know what? I think I'm going to just stay where I'm at, and my 401k will take care of me. Well, your 401k or IRA is in the stock market. So I mean, well, we don't want to go down that road because we already seen what happened to the stock market here in the last 4 years. So and then a lot of you might say, well, you know what? I got a decent job. I just put in a little bit more overtime. I say, yeah, you can definitely do that, but you're taking away from your family. You're taking away from other things that you want to do. And what Wake Up Now is, and what this industry allows you to do, it allows you to go to work now, and what you'll find is that your work will start getting less and less and less over time because now your money is working for you. And I know for me, I don't know any other way that I could actually do or make this type of income and really do the things that my wife and I have been able to do over the last few years. So I'm just excited about this thing. Guys, tell you, Wake Up Now is definitely a great opportunity. $99.95 to change your life with a little work, mind you. Let me throw that in there because it's definitely not a lottery ticket. It is definitely something you get involved in and you go to work. And I know I've seen a lot of different programs. Hey guys, I know you've seen a lot of different companies out there. Well, I guess when you first found out it was $99.95, how did you guys look at that? Kyron, how did you look at that? When you first saw it and it was like $99.95, what was your reaction to that?
I was like, oh, that's nothing, man. Because I mean, like I say, I'm big on the products and services because it's helping me a lot, man, with everything that I'm doing. But compared to other programs and the amount of money that you can make, I mean, it's nothing. Because there's other programs I heard you have to do $99.95 startup costs plus $100 auto ship a month, plus you got to meet this particular requirement, plus you got to do this, plus you got to do that just to make some decent amount of income, But with just Wake Up Now, I mean, it's your monthly overhead cost of $100. And like Candace said a while ago, once you get 3 people, it's free. You don't pay for it again, So, but it, cheap, cheap.
No brainer. I know when we I mean that's why, guys, we got in it the first time and didn't even do anything with it. I mean, not to say that there was anything wrong. We were just busy, but it was such a low investment. It really didn't make that big of a difference. And like my wife said, it's like December or January, whenever it was, and she said, "Hey, are we going to do anything with this Wake Up Now? I'm just curious." And I was like, maybe not now. But it was always in the back of my mind. And, but here's the thing, that $99.95 wasn't even a factor because I know when we first looked at and dissected the comp plan, so I was like, okay, so all I got to do, this is the conversation me and my wife were having, and she's more analytical than I am, so we're discussing and going over the information, right? So I said, okay, let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me, so if I bring in 3 people, right, and I'm going to become a D3, a director 3. So, if I refer 3 people, they all pay $99.95 too, right? So I got a free account at that point. So I don't have to pay another $99.95 no more simply because I've referred 3 people. Okay, got it. So you mean to tell me that when I help those 3 go out and get 3 themselves, so the company will pay me, not only will they pay me $600 a month, but they'll also have a free account as well. And so I'm really looking at this. I'm like, I said, I know I can go out and get 12 today if I wanted to, and I help put some people in position. Now let me tell you guys, when we got involved in Wake Up Now, when we first decided to build it, one of the first people that we wanted to help was my mom, because my mom is, she's disabled, she can't work, so we pretty much take care of her financially. And my mom was a career woman, right? And she likes to, she's always grown up to make her own money and everything as well. But when that happened, it was just so unexpected. And so I wanted to bring her into Wake Up Now because of how it's structured, and we got her in position, and now she's making money just because she's involved in the business. And she's even talking to other relatives and everything about it. And then she doesn't really do the work, right? She'll tell them, and she said, well, you need to call Steve. Call Steve. He'll break everything down for you, right? Just call. They call me Stevie. My family calls me Stevie. I didn't mean to put that out there like that, but call Stevie and he'll break it down for you, right? And and I've done that with several relatives, not just relatives of mine, but relatives of Nacia and friends and guys. We weren't able to do that in any other business, and with that, it just really feels good that we've been able to put some people in position like that and really help them. So if you got family members and loved ones that you really want to help, whether they're interested in this industry or not, and you're saying, hey, this is the way I can help my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, my cousin, my aunt, whoever, uncle, guys, I'm telling you, this program will allow you to do that and still help you in business as well. That's one thing I love about this opportunity, and so we've done that. I don't know how many times, and it's just been an awesome ride. So I'm just excited about what's happened. I'm excited about what's going to happen and here in the future and stuff. So I know, Candace, I know you and Javon looked at it a few times, and I guess you guys being new, and I don't know how many other businesses you actually looked at prior to Wake Up Now, but when you saw the $99.95 monthly fee, what was your reaction to all that?
To be honest with you, Steve, I laughed at it. Only because, and I hate to say that, but only because we had looked at a couple other opportunities as well, and some of them, in order for you to be in position to really make money, you had to, buy in for $500, $1,000, $1,500. You had to buy this, certain presidential package, we'll say. And it was, products that I didn't feel had real value, like Wake Up Now did. So to look at the $99.95, I had to dust it off. I was kind of like, wow. But then on top of that, think about it. April 19th of last year is whenever I started opening my insurance agency. Guys, listen, I invested hardcore cash, $36,000 just to do that, and I walked away from it. So, think about this. I have a business with Wake Up Now that I invested $99.95 into. My insurance office, I invested $36,000 cash to get my agency, my equipment, my licensing, get my overhead paid, utility, everything that comes with a business. I mean, it's a traditional business. Everything to get my doors to open was $36,000. Guys, if I told you that I am making more money now with Wake Up Now than I would have my first couple months into my traditional business, because I'd still be digging out of that $36,000 red zone. I invested $100 in Wake Up Now. I'm making more money now. I'm in the black, so far into the black in Wake Up Now than I ever would have been in my insurance agency. It would have taken me months. I think when I met with my accountant and everything, it would have took me almost 6 to 8 months, not counting my current overhead at the time, but just to dig out of that red zone for my initial investment. And, that wasn't counting my overhead that would have been ongoing, my employees, my utilities, my, lease, to lease my space and so forth. So, the $99.95, I hate to say it this way, but you shouldn't bat an eye at it, because if you're and this business is treated like a real business, not a hobby. So, would you rather invest $99.95 or would you rather invest $36,000? Either way, this $99.95 is giving me more income in the beginning than what my $36,000 would. And then here's the other great thing. This $99.95, I can retire in 2 years. This $36,000, it could take me up to 40 years. Who knows? This, yeah. This, no. So, the $36,000, it was a no-brainer, to invest this kind of money. And guys, listen, I retired myself from the insurance industry. I walked away from it because of everything that Wake Up Now can do for myself and my family. The time freedom, the money, the low investment. You have your own business for $100, guys. I just don't see that happening anywhere. You can't open a mom and pop convenience store for $100. You can't do an insurance agency for, $100. You can't open any business for $100 that's going to produce the kind of income that Wake Up Now does. So guys, don't be sleeping while we're eating, because Wake Up Now is feeding us really nice off of a $100 investment. Really nice. And, you know, in less than 2 weeks, it's going to be payday again. So I'm just going to be doing this just a little harder. And it's a beautiful thing, guys. It's a beautiful thing because, you know, it's crazy because you guys have to think about it. You know, those of you who work the 9-to-5s, you know, you're doing all the work and getting the least amount of pay. Your CEO's reaping all the benefits. Why don't you finally become your own CEO for $99.95? You know, it's not get rich quick. You know, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. But guess what, guys? You're giving time and work to that CEO that just keeps getting richer. Why don't you make yourself richer, guys? You know, it's crazy because we're all brought up the same way. You know, Steve, Lenacia, Kyron, you know, we're taught to go to school. We're taught to get good grades. We're taught to get our degree. We're taught to go to college and get our diploma and then get out, get a good paying job. And then you get that good paying job and you're persuaded by that CEO to believe that, you know, put in 40 years, you're going to retire with a nice pension. Like I said, persuaded. He got you on that one. Because in Wake Up Now, we have people who are 1 year in and have been able to retire. People who have been in 6 months and have been able to retire. This does not take 40 years, guys. If you're working your business, you invest your $99.95, you grab your platinum package, you hit the ground, you go running with it, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Heck, if it took you 4 years, 4 years is better than 40 years. And guys, there's crazy money being made in Wake Up Now. I'm making it, Steve's making it, Lenacia, Kyron, I can keep naming people. You know, you could go to YouTube and find people and see the amount of crazy money that's being made. This is, you know, this is not one of them bullcrap opportunities where people are just making money for a short period of time and run. Think about it, guys. Wake Up Now has been around since 2009. And people are just making more and more and more money the longer Wake Up Now is around. And Wake Up Now just keeps expanding. I don't know if you guys caught the nugget Steve dropped earlier. Global. We're in 12 or 14 different countries now. Can you imagine when we hit global? You think it's crazy the kind of money we make now? Can you imagine the money we make when we go global? And our product line is expanding ridiculously. So, you know, guys, there's amazing things happening in Wake Up Now. And the longer you sit around and wait on that fence, the longer you wait, the more people are capitalizing on a team that you could be building. You know, you could be out there recruiting your friends and family, getting them ready to go, you know, sharing the opportunity, getting them making money. But the longer you sit on that fence and wait, somebody else that you know has joined Wake Up Now and is talking to all your friends and family members behind your back, and they're sharing that opportunity and they're building their team and they're making money. You just got to quit waiting, guys. That $99.95 investment, yes, it might be a lot of money to some, but $99.95 to start your own business, guys, is nowhere near a lot of money when you consider yourself an independent business owner. On top of that, guys, you have to think about it. You know, you have to really do your research. That's where you get a lot of stuff on these webinars that Steve and Lenacia have. You're a home-based business owner, guys. You know what that means? You get 450 additional tax write-offs a year, which means you give Uncle Sam less money. I'm tired of paying Uncle Sam taxes. You know, and I want to save as much money as possible. And one of the good things that we have is called TaxBot. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but, you know, as an independent business owner, you get something called TaxBot, where you could actually start writing off all your taxes and tracking everything, all your expenses, your mileage. It has this cool thing that's, you know, GPS tracking. You get on there and you hit your start mileage tracking. It's going to track you from point A to point B, guys. You know, and it's going to log all your mileage. On top of that, you could go ahead and add your expenses, whether it's, you know, you had to get new tires on the car, windshield wipers, gas, oil change, you know, your utilities, whatever expenses you have, log them in here. You're an independent business owner. Then when it's time for tax season next year, you go to your desktop version, print out your report, take it into your CEO, guys. I guarantee you're saving a lot of money. You just got 450 additional tax write-offs a year. You remember what it was like last year trying to find write-offs? You don't have to find them no more. We're given 450 additional write-offs just for being a home-based business owner. What doesn't scream saving money as I'm paying Uncle Sam less now? Come on, guys, it's common sense. It really is. And I mean, for the $99.95 investment, here's a little ticket. I talked to my CPA. That's a tax write-off. That's a business investment. So yeah, you're paying the $99.95, guys, but it's a tax write-off, which means you're getting a portion of that back at the end of the year, so it's not really costing you that much anyways. And then when it becomes a free account, it's still a tax write-off. You're still writing off your $99.95 a month. So guys, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like I said, I know Steve just asked me, you know, what I thought about the $99.95, and I keep going. I just get so excited about it. You know, we keep saying no-brainer, 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 guys, but you've got to see it. You know, there's a lot of people in Wake Up Now making a lot of money. And, you know, I promise you, it is not a get-rich, you can't get rich quick. It's not a get-rich quick by far. It's going to take work. But here's the thing. Some days it's not going to be easy, but nobody promised it would be easy. We just promised it's going to be worth it. You know, just get in, get the work done. You follow the blueprint that Stephen Lanacia laid out for you. Like I said earlier, foolproof, fail-proof. You just do what's laid out for you. There's no way you can't make it and Wake Up Now. No way at all. That's all I got to say, I think.
No, that's good stuff. I mean, that's it. I mean, you hit everything on target. I mean, everything that people really need to know when it comes to starting a business. That there obviously there are other options, but those other options it's definitely a hard road to travel down. And this is definitely a lot easier, especially for the average person, and to even get started. You know, if you're working. I think anybody who's working can definitely afford $99.95, you know, and even a month. But if you do everything right, follow what we're teaching you, you'll get a free account after that. So I've only paid that $99.95 one time, guys. That was when I first got in. Candace the same, Kyron the same, you know, and you know when me and Lanacia first got in, you know, we when we decided to build, I guess I'll kind of reiterate. So when we decided to build it, we paid that back in February, that $99.95 back in February. So that's what we did. For some, it might take longer, but the thing about it is, guys, you got to make sure that you go to work. If everybody does exactly what we're teaching everybody to do, you can definitely move at a really decent speed for success in this business, and your success is all going to be determined on what you do. And the amazing thing is that we have an opportunity that can allow us to do some amazing things. So with that said, guys, I guess we'll end tonight's call. Again, we wanted to kind of do things a little bit different. I think it's really good information here tonight, just to kind of hear from a lot of people that are in the business, and I'm pretty sure we have, you know, some other people as well that definitely have some wonderful stories to share also. And the main thing, guys, is just get involved. So if you're a guest, what you want to do is go ahead and get back with the person that brought you to this webinar so you can see for yourself, you know, what's going on. So whoever got you to the webinar, get back with them so they can send you the link so you can, one, get started, and then two, they can direct you to all the training. We got training. Oh man, well, I mean, one thing that you can't say about what we do is that we got plenty of training. Man, I don't even know how many training videos we got. I mean, God, I have to really think about that. I mean, we got training website, training Facebook accounts. We got training for the training. You know, for the training. We got training for the training. You know, so I mean, guys, I'm telling you, we got tons of that. So don't even worry about that, because I know a lot of times a lot of people say, well, I want to do it, but I'm not for sure where to start when I get in, and what do I do next? I don't know. You know, hey, don't even worry about that. We got that covered. You know, what you need to do, first action, just get in. Next step, then we'll take you through the training, but take advantage and take action of what we're actually teaching you, and you'll start seeing success. And really, and again, like Candace said, it's a process, guys. It's going to take some work. But again, you're going to have to work whatever you do, you're going to have to work for it. Doesn't matter what it is, because you got to live, you got to eat, you got to take care of your family. So no matter what you do in life, you're going to have to work for it. Now, unless you hit the lottery, but even then, you still got to get up and go to the convenience store and buy your ticket. You know, so no matter what you do, you still got to work for it. And with this, it is definitely, like Candace said, it's definitely worth it. Just taking advantage of it and moving forward. So with that, guys, we actually had to change the schedule of our webinar, so we're only doing them once a week because we're really doing some amazing things for June and beyond. So we're getting everybody out in the field so they can start doing a lot a lot more production and really getting with people and sharing information. And we got some incredible tools coming down the pipe that should be available sometime this week, some new videos, some new websites. We got a lot of great stuff, DVDs, guys. We got some crazy things coming down the pipe. Stay tuned because it's about to get serious around here. And so again, that's why we got a lot of things going on in the background. So we'll be doing another opportunity webinar next Tuesday. So what you got a whole week to promote and get people onto the next webinar. But the cool thing is that you still got all the tools, resources, trainings, webinars, previous opportunity webinars that you can use to help build your business and dump everybody into the next webinar. So guys, I'm telling you, so you don't just need the webinar to do your business. The webinars are great for your prospects, for people to see us live. You know, a lot of times people want to see, are these some real people? They can get on the webinar and see that we are. That's what the webinar is for. So, so all I got to say, guys, let's go to work. Get back whoever got you on the webinar. Go ahead and get signed up. They get you plugged into our training website, SME4Life.com. That is SME, the number 4, life.com. And you'll be able to get all the information and in terms of getting started in your business. So with that said, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week, rest of your week, and we'll see you guys over the top, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. So, hey, guys, thanks again for checking us out. Hey, guys, have a good week. Talk to you later.